Hi, I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself before we get started. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Florida, a master's degree in education from Armstrong Atlantic State University, and a doctorate in education from Georgia Southern University. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a member of both the American Board of Hypnotherapy and the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I'm president of the American Alliance of Hypnotists. I'm the director of the Steve G. Jones School of Clinical Hypnotherapy. I also serve on the board of directors of the American Lung Association in Los Angeles. I have over 2 decades of experience in hypnotherapy, and I still maintain a busy practice and teaching schedule because I see clients and teach classes worldwide. My client base consists mainly of people who want to lose weight, stop smoking, or gain confidence. Other clients include sales teams interested in boosting motivation and increasing income. Also, singles looking for love, insomniacs desiring proper sleep, and actors desiring more confidence for their next audition. When I travel to see clients and teach hypnotherapy certification classes around the world, I visit such places as Tokyo, Japan, Barcelona, Spain, Paris, France, London, England, Montreal, Canada, Los Angeles, California, and New York, just to name a few. By the way, since you have an interest in hypnosis, perhaps you would be interested in becoming a certified clinical hypnotherapist. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is go to my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com, and click on Hypnosis Classes at the top. You can either train in person or online. After your training, you'll be added to our worldwide directory of certified clinical hypnotherapists, and you'll receive a certificate. I was fortunate for many years to have my office in Beverly Hills, California, where I worked with such wonderful people as Tom Mankiewicz, the writer of Superman, Geraldine Saunders, the writer of The Love Boat, and many other celebrities. I have been interviewed on CNN, Fox News, and appeared on True TV, in addition to having my own hypnosis TV show. With my over 20 years of experience, I'm happy to share with you techniques that I've both developed and learned, which can help you improve your life. I encourage you to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. There you will find my life's work, 22 books on hypnotherapy, over 3,000 hypnosis recordings available as downloadable MP3s or CDs, and these recordings will program your mind to achieve goals in such areas as weight loss, motivation, and stopping smoking. I also have audiobooks, such as this one, where I'm talking with you and sharing with you in a very dynamic way techniques that you can use to improve your life and the way you do things. The reason I'm telling you all of this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I, your teacher, am very capable and I know what I'm talking about. I'm also very happy for the opportunity to share this information with you, so rest assured that you're in good hands, and let's have some fun as we now expand your knowledge. I wish you well in all of your endeavors, and please be sure to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. Have you ever seen an aura? Perhaps you have. Perhaps that's why you started this program, because you want to see auras more clearly or understand what they are, or perhaps you're one of those people who has not seen an aura, or maybe you've seen one and didn't quite know what it was, or you're not quite sure if you saw one. Auras are very interesting like that, because if you talk to someone about auras, which I did for this program, by the way, I interviewed about 100 people, just walking up to them and asking them about auras. Have they seen them? Do they want to learn how to see them? Just kind of getting perspectives from people on the streets about auras. What I found was fascinating. A lot of people have seen them or think they've seen them or want to see them, but very few people actually know how to see an aura. In other words, if you ask them to look at your aura, they don't have a technique to look at you and see your aura. And if they do have that, of that small percentage of people who do have that technique, very few of those people actually know how to interpret what they're seeing or do anything practical with that information. So as you look into auras, you're going to find that there are a lot of people who just don't really know much about them. So let's think about an aura for a minute. First of all, an aura is the energy field around your body. That's what you're seeing when you see an aura. You're seeing the energy field around your body, the energy field around someone else's body, the energy field around an animal's body. You're seeing something that appears sort of ghostly when it does appear. And so there's a lot of uncertainty about it. Did I see an aura? Was that an aura? Is it that color? It's hard to see very clearly. You get a lot of information like that when you start talking to people about auras. You know, it's interesting. I just went up to people and I had a pocket recorder and I was recording what they said. I was interviewing people, and people said the most interesting things during the interviews that I conducted. Random interviews, literally on the streets with people, and I asked them about auras. Have they seen them? Could they see them? I would say that maybe one person, I didn't really make sure they were qualified, but maybe one person out of 100 actually pretty much convinced me that they had a technique to see auras and that they could see them and that they could do something practical with that information. But even then, I wasn't completely convinced that they actually had a solid technique. I think that they just wanted to be interviewed and they were sort of giving me some information because they wanted to be able to continue talking about auras. So the misinformation is very apparent, and you can conduct your own survey about auras. Go around with a pocket recorder if you'd like, spend a weekend like I did, and just go on the streets and ask people about auras. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of people simply don't know what auras are. In order to improve my success rate, I thought, I went into what I call a hippie store. They sell items that are designed for people who are environmentally friendly, who want to make sure that we're not polluting and so forth. They sell incense, a lot of Bob Marley t-shirts and so forth. You know the type of store I'm talking about. It was a clothing store that also sold incense and handbags and so forth that were hand-sewn and environmentally friendly and so forth. And I thought, this has got to be the place where I'm going to find people who are in tune with psychic abilities and know something about auras. Very few of those people knew about auras. It's really amazing to me that so few people know about auras. I guess I've taken this for granted because since about the age of 16, when I started really getting into metaphysical studies, I was in high school, but I started really delving into the study of auras and past lives and psychic powers and so forth. And I really grounded myself firmly in different studies, numerology, astrology, just everything was fascinating to me. And so I think I've always taken for granted that people just have a knowledge of these concepts and that they understand them. Now, I, over the years, have taken my knowledge and really built on it and taught it to other people, but I thought that it was kind of like the idea of 1 + 1. You know, everyone knows 1 + 1 = 2. I thought that pretty much everyone knew what an aura was, and even if they didn't know how to see one by command, in other words, they didn't have a technique for seeing one, they at least knew something about auras and knew that they could see them if they tried, or if they had a technique, they could see them. But a lot of people didn't even know that they could develop this ability. So here's this program to save the world, hopefully, from their lack of exercising their psychic muscles. I want to take you from whatever stage you're in of being able to see auras and take you to the point where you can see them automatically. You can see them on command. You can just look at someone and see their aura. And you also know what you're looking at and you know what to do with that information. I want to give you all of that in this program because I think it's kind of like when people find out how low the literacy rate is in certain areas, they get on a soapbox and they want to teach people how to read. Well, I want to teach you how to read auras because I want you to go out there and teach other people. So keep in mind, as you go through this program, most people, at least in my experience, don't know much about auras, so you can teach other people about auras. You can take this information and share with others, and a lot of people need this information. Why is it so important to be able to see and interpret an aura? Why would I even care about that? Why should you care? Well, the reason is if you're not seeing auras, you're missing out on so much of what life has to offer. When you talk to someone, if you can see their aura, you can understand whether they're telling the truth or not. You can understand something about their character. You can understand something about the positive or negative aspects of their character. You can look at someone and understand that part of their body is in pain or part of their body has some sort of a dysfunction simply by looking at their aura. Now, unless you are a medical professional, you are not legally allowed to diagnose someone. So you can look at them and say, I think it's your pancreas and you're having some problem there, and I think you have such and such problem with your pancreas. Well, unless you're a licensed medical professional, you are not allowed legally to diagnose. So I want to stop you from doing that. But I want to give you the knowledge to know what you're looking at, to see things in people, to see them on their auras, and to know what you're looking at and to tell them about that. Why don't you go have that checked out by a medical doctor? And so they may think you're crazy looking at them, telling them you think they have a problem with their pancreas, asking them to go to a medical doctor, but you might just save a life. So realize the importance of auras. You can tell what someone's thinking. You can tell a lot about their character. You can see certain challenges they might be having with their bodies. You can do so much just by looking at them. And you've been looking at people all your life, yet have you really been seeing them? People say one thing and think another. People represent themselves as one thing, yet they really are something else. This helps you take off the mask that they're wearing. This helps you get beyond what you're just seeing on the surface and get to what they really are. And the wonderful part is they can't hide it. You can dress up someone who is kind of shady in a suit and a tie and hand them a briefcase, and they can appear to be a business person. They're really not a very positive, wonderful person to be around. Well, even that person has an aura that you can see. So imagine being able to talk to someone when you're buying a car, being able to talk to a love interest, and really understanding something about them based on seeing their aura. Now, before you do any psychic healing or psychic exploration or anything in the spirit world, it's important to surround yourself with white light. So I'd like you now to imagine that there is a white light surrounding you, and this is emanating from the core of your being. It's separate from your aura. It's a protective shield that's around you. Imagine this now. And imagine that nothing can penetrate it. That's right, nothing can get into it except what you let in. So if you want to receive some messages, you can let them in. If you want to send something out, you can let it out. But nothing goes in or out without your permission. This is a protective light. And it's so easy and simple to make this light appear around you. It's just a matter of imagining it, feeling it radiating outward from the core of your being. But it's so important. It's so important that any time you do any psychic exploration or any psychic work of any kind, that you imagine this white light surrounding you, a sphere. Again, this is not your aura. This is separate from that. This is a protective spiritual light that is around you. It protects you from any entities who might try to attack you. It protects you from any messages that are unwanted. It protects you from any negativity. It protects you from picking up anything from someone, anything that you don't want. You see, in the psychic world, you can pick up viruses, just like you can pick them up while surfing on the internet, and you can pick them up from other people in your day-to-day life. You can pick them up psychically as well. Psychic viruses are very sneaky. Just like any virus, You probably won't know initially when you contract it. The damage is done later. So avoid any of that by protecting yourself with this white light that surrounds you the entire time you are doing your psychic work. This includes reading auras or anything else you do in the spirit world. In fact, if you want, you can imagine the white light always being around you, day and night, when you sleep, when you wake up, always. But especially when you do psychic work, it's important to make sure this light is present. It's not optional then, it's required. There are entities in the spirit world which may try to attach to you. This also avoids them being able to attach to you. It repels them, it keeps them out. It only lets in or lets out what you want to let in or let out. A simple technique. Takes a matter of seconds to imagine the light, to imagine its powerful orb being around you. But it's so important. And with that being said, and with that light being ready, we are ready to proceed. So I think I've explained the challenge. People need to understand what auras are. People need to be able to see them and do something with that information. And I think that I've told you enough about certain advantages of seeing auras. There are many more of them. We'll get into more of them in this program. But let's jump in and let's get you from where you are to the point at which you can see auras immediately. Well, it all starts with self-awareness. It all starts with going inside and tuning into the idea that you have an energy field, that there's an energy field around you, that you are giving off energy always. You are constantly generating this thing we call an aura. It's not like a light bulb that comes on sometimes and is off the rest of the time. It's on while you're awake. It's on while you're sleeping. It's on while you're dreaming. It's on all the time. So it all begins with becoming aware of your own aura, your own self. And where does your aura come from? It comes from your essence. It comes from who you are. So if you're not operating a motor vehicle, I'd like you to sit now in a quiet place, just listening to me. And if you need some time to set this environment up, just a quiet place where you can sit and just hear my voice and not hear everything else going on in your life, just block it all out. If you need a moment to set that up, go ahead and pause this recording and do so. Okay, so you're either listening because you're not able to set that up right now and you're going to do it later, or you're ready to do the exercise. Either way, let me tell you how to do this exercise. I want you to sit down and I want you to close your eyes and just tune in now to yourself. Become very aware of your body. That's right. Tune in to your legs, your torso, your chest, your arms, your shoulders. Tune into you, your physical being, your physical body, your head, your eyes, your ears. Become aware of your physical presence as you sit down. You have weight, so you're affected by gravity. Just tune into everything about your physical being right now. You're breathing in and out. Your heart is beating. Tune into your physical self. You are alive. You are right here, right now. Tune into you. Good. Now I want you to move beyond this. I want you to tune into approximately 2 inches around your body. Imagine that your body extends 2 inches out, 2 inches further than it actually does extend. It's almost as if there's a suit around you. You're wearing a suit. It covers your entire body. It covers your fingers, your head, your toes, your legs. It covers your entire body. A suit. And it's 2 inches thick. Just imagine this now. And imagine that this suit is made out of energy. So whatever substance or material you were imagining that this suit is made of, turn it into energy now. Now I want you to imagine that this suit is moving. So if you were imagining a stationary suit, like a real suit, imagine now that this flows all around you. It's made of a special material that flows all around your body. And now imagine the energy from that suit flowing inside your body as well. And imagine it being all different colors. Yellow, gold, blue, green, a variety of different colors flowing all around your body and all through your body. Imagine this now. And I really want you to tune into this suit. Tune into it and feel its energy. Using your imagination, just tune into the suit and feel its energy flowing through you, flowing around you. Good. And I want you to physically feel this energy. Really tune in now and feel it in your physical body. I want you to get physical sensations from this suit. Maybe you feel tingly, maybe you feel warm or cool. Physical sensations indicating that you are feeling the suit around you and within you. That's right, becoming more aware of it now. And as you allow yourself to become more aware of this suit, I want you to tune in with your eyes closed to the colors of the suit. What colors do you think the suit is? And moving beyond that, what colors do you feel the suit is? There's a big difference in those questions. The thinking question is asking you to cognitively process information that you're receiving and come up with a logical answer. What do you think the colors are? The other question is much more powerful, asking you to feel what those colors are. So I want you to segue into that now, into feeling the colors. We can get so caught up in our heads, can't we? So caught up in analyzing everything and, oh, this has got to be scientific for me to understand it, and I need a way to relate it to my reality and so forth. What if you let go of that right now? What if you just feel something? What if you just feel what those colors might be? If you feel those colors, what colors are they? And where are they? Are there different colors in different parts of your body? Are they changing? Are they all swirling together? Is your entire body one color? Is your entire body a variety of colors? Tune in to those colors. There's no right or wrong answer. There's only your answer, and that's what I'm looking for. What is your answer? Which colors are you feeling exist in the suit? And where do you feel they exist? Are they constantly changing, or are some colors stable? Okay, good. Now I want you to tune into what you feel these colors mean. Maybe you've got a variety of colors swirling around, constantly changing. Maybe you've got one color. Maybe you've got certain colors in certain parts of your body. Whatever the case may be, whatever you're experiencing right now, you are right. You are correct, so go with it. And I want you now to move into the idea of what the colors mean to you. You're experiencing certain colors. What do they mean to you? Feel that. Feel that. It's almost as if these colors can talk to you. It's almost as if they have a message for you. It's almost as if each color means something different than the other colors, and they want to share that with you. The colors want to communicate with you. Tune in now to what they're saying about what they mean. Just let your imagination run wild. I want you to let go of analyzing, let go of wondering why you're doing this, let go of wondering if you're doing it the right way, let go of wondering if you're understanding the colors correctly. Let go of all that and just start feeling. What are you feeling from the colors? What are they telling you? Whatever it is, it's right. That can be a challenging concept, can't it? Yeah, to accept that your impressions are right, your intuition is right. Is that shocking to you to think that you might be right? Is it shocking to you to think that you might be doing something for the first time and doing it the right way? And that whatever is coming to you, however crazy it may sound to you, it's right? I want you to start trusting yourself. I want you to start trusting your intuition. Or maybe you're one of those people who trust their intuition. I hope you are. Whatever the case, I want you to become more of that type of person. I want you to trust your intuition more. I want you to get a signal, a feeling, an impression, a vibe, and I want you to trust it, because that information that comes to you when you relax and just let it flow, that information is correct. You need to start accepting it. Sometimes we get impressions about people and we think, why did I get that impression? I want you to start accepting those impressions. There's a part of you that goes beyond reason, goes beyond calculations, that goes beyond planning, goes beyond experience. There's a part of you that just is, always has been, always will be. It just is. That's the part of you that you need to tune into. Part of you that just is. It doesn't need to be trained. It just needs to be tapped into. Once you tap into it, it unfolds, it blossoms like a flower. So rather than thinking of this as me training you, think of it as me showing you what you already know and what you know that you know. You know that you know this information. You know this. You feel it deep down inside. I know you do. But you also know that over the years you've probably lost access to it, and that your knowing has become clouded by doubt. Let all that go right now. Keep feeling that energy swirling around you. Keep feeling those colors communicating with you. That's right. Let's get you back to being you. Let's right now in this moment make an agreement, you and I, that you're going to let go of all that doubt that came from all those people saying that you can't do this and can't do that and so forth. And then you're going to start trusting yourself. And this goes beyond seeing auras. This goes into every facet of your life. You're going to start believing in yourself and who you are, your abilities, your strength. And right now you're going to use that concept, that ability that you have, you're going to use that to free your mind and to tune in to your aura. Because as you've probably already gathered by now, this suit that you're imagining is actually your aura. And you're not imagining it, you're experiencing it. This is real. What you're experiencing is real. And I need you to trust that. I need you to take this first step with me and start trusting your intuition. That person the other day that you got that idea about, you were right. You were right. A few years ago when you were thinking about whether you should do this thing or shouldn't do it, you knew the answer. You knew the answer. You were right. Whether you acted on it or not is another story. I don't know. But the impression you had was right, and you know that now. Start trusting your intuition and start tuning into yourself and being aware of yourself. That's right. I want you to continue now experiencing your aura, sitting there in your room, feeling it flowing all around you. And now I'd like you to tune into any part of your body or your mind, any part of your body or mind that you feel is having a challenge. Now, you may find it interesting that I say any part of your mind, and you may think, well, I'm having a challenge with this particular thing, but I don't know what part of my mind it is. Again, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. You know, one of the reasons I had you imagine that you're wearing this suit is so that I could sort of give your mind permission to tap into something that's real, but you may have difficulty conceptualizing it. A lot of times when I work with people to help them develop their psychic powers, I'll say, well, just imagine what you think might be on this card that I'm holding. And the interesting thing is that when they just imagine and let go of trying to be right and really do the procedure correctly, when they let go of all that, they tune in to what's really there. And so that's why I had you, quote unquote, imagine this suit around you. Because when you do that, when you use creativity, there's suddenly no barriers. The barriers are gone. And so imagine now, tune in now to any part of your body or mind that may be having a challenge. Just let your imagination take you to wherever that part might be in your body or mind. Maybe you have stress or anxiety about something. And I feel that if you really tune in now, just let go of trying to do it right and just tune in, I feel that you can find out what part of your mind that's coming from. So whether you're focusing now on something physical or something mental or emotional, or even a spiritual challenge you might be having, I want you to locate the place where that's coming from. If you had to tune into a place that it's coming from, where would that place be? Would it be in the center of your head? Would it be in your abdominal area? Would it be in your left big toe? Wherever it is, tune into it now, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Tune into a challenge that you're having. And I want you to feel the color that would come from that. What color would it be? Your eyes are closed, so you're not seeing with your physical eyes. You're seeing with your third eye. You're using your brow chakra, the chakra located right between your eyebrows. That's what you're using to see. And that's how you're going to see auras. When you see using that method, it doesn't matter if your eyes are open or closed.